A new customer. How do? Not often we see new faces here. My name's Alf Buckshaw. Welcome to what's likely the last pub in Cumberland, such as it is. Now, what can I do for you? Fountains of beer, dancing girls, and the finest cuisine in the land. Well, we've got some beer. And I found a pickled onion in a jar in the back of the cupboard. Seriously, mind, I can get me hands on things. Some pretty hard to find things at that. And feeling that, I can offer conversation. No gossip, mind you. Get locked up for gossip these days. Oh, I think we can manage that. Bet you weren't expecting to find a place like Wyndham still ticking over after all what's gone on here, were you now? Folk will get used to anything given time. Which isn't to say, it's not nice to see some new faces coming through here now and then. Reminds a fella just how strange this all really is. The captain likes strangers too. He treats them better than he does the rest of the village. Means he can do things us regular folk can't. Don't think you're special. It's just the captain's way of getting the measure of you. New faces remind him there's still an outside. Likely hopes you might know a way out of the quarantine zone. Me? Well, I know there isn't one. So I shan't be bothering you on that score. You let me know if there's aught else I can help you with. I suppose I might be able to help a friendly traveller out. What sort of gear did you have in mind? I bet you could. But you wouldn't find anything like that in Wyndham. But there's a ruined mill out on Skethermore. There's a fella up there, more often than not, and he might have what you're looking for. Fair warning, though. Out in Skethermore, soldiers don't care who or what you are. They'll shoot before they ask. Well, after it all went to cock and we got quarantined, London started sending in soldiers. To start with, folk were happy to see them. But after a while, it turned out there was bugger all they could do to help. When they found out they weren't being let back through the wall again, well, it got nasty. Plenty round here, I reckon. It's what it would have been like if the Nazis had invaded after all. Of course, you didn't hear that from me, all right? Who knows what them boffins were up to? But I don't think that atom plant going pop was part of the plan, do you? Or at least they told us it were an atom plant. So where are all the atoms, eh? I've heard a thing or two about radioactiveness, and by all rights, none of us should be standing here. Anyhow, I shouldn't be gossiping about this stuff. See you round.
Onwards, onwards, mustn't grumble.
Hands away from any weapons, you.
Citizens of Wyndham, we cannot guarantee your safety beyond the village limits. Do you have a good reason to leave the village?
Not sure I like the look of it.
I'm amazed that we don't all have scurvy on this diet.
Let's not have any trouble.
Do not trust Captain Sims. The protocol was enacted for the good of the country at large, not the quarantined area. If necessary, the quarantined area will be sacrificed.
Watch your step.
You are leaving Wyndham, and the quarantine protocol is no longer responsible for your safety. The area you are entering is no
Who's out there? Show yourself. Someone's sneaking around there. Nice and slow now. Let's have no trouble. Help! Huh? You'll die here.
Mayday. 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 This is Dr. Garrow. My helicopter has come down in Atomfall Woods. Damned interference field fried the electronics. There are no survivors. Myself excluded, obviously. Lord, is anyone receiving this? Anyone in the interchange? Of course not. You're all dead in there, aren't you? I'm heading to the village. See if I can't find anyone still alive in this place.
Nice and easy now. You're not well.
Citizens of Wyndham, the army is here to help and protect you. Trust us and help us to help you. Follow the protocol.
Better than
Do as
nothing,
you're
mind.
told, right?
I see you over.
Do you have a good reason to leave the village?
What?
not sure about you.
Hello. I've not seen you before, have I? Welcome. Right, I've got a quick question for you. It might seem a bit blunt, but I've learned it avoids confusion later. You're not going to try and kill me, are you? Excellent answer. I can see we're going to get along like an house on fire. You're new around here, aren't you? Bootsy never forgets your face. And I haven't seen yours before. And you're not in uniform, which means you're not one of us army lads. Protocol now, that's what we go by. Well, this region you're in is our land for a start. We took over an old RAF place. Good and secure. We see off any threats from there. Take warning now. Outlaws have tried it on in the past. And it's made the patrols here in Skedamore a bit trigger happy. If your plans to wander about, be careful. Soldiers won't tell you from the next bugger, and they'll shoot before they ask. Now then, if it's supplies you're after, then Bootsy's your man. I'm Corporal Bootsy, by the way. Hello. I can get my hands on stuff for trade that the folks in the village can't. There I am. One of the heroic squaddies sent to sort out this whole palaver. You can see how well that turned out. Soldiering ain't so noble around here anymore. Not in a place like this. So I just make life a bit more bearable for people. Bit of buying and selling never hurt no one, did it? I'm bloody sure the captain knows exactly what I'm up to here. But it helps in its way, and it's good for morale, so he turns a blind eye. Nobody seems to care if I don't turn up for Reveille. And to be honest with you, that's a relief. Some of the stuff the captain has me mates do. Well, it got fellas strung up at Nuremberg, if you catch me drift. Yeah, but everywhere's dangerous in the zone. The trick round here is to stay away from our outposts, then you should be all right. There's our camp, of course, and then the special detachment is garrisoned in a commandeered RAF bunker. Well, the flyboys weren't using it, so why not? Steer well clear of both of those spots. I'll mark them for you. All trades are final. Word to the wise. Everyone trades with old Bootsy, so there's always new things in stock. Come back and see any time. See you around, chum.
Hello? Who's out there? Stay back. What are you doing in here? Who knows what might have followed you in? You're seriously asking me that? Just look at what it's like out there. Look, if you've a question about these caves, I can help. I don't know much about out else, though. Supplies I could trade, if that's what you're after. Interchange? Now, why does that ring a bell? I'm sorry. My memory ain't what it were. Mayhap it'll come back to me. You know, I must say, it's nice to talk to someone. Someone who's properly here, that is. Not just a voice in my head. Oh. Said that out loud, did I? Oh, I know how that must sound, but, exactly that. Well, voices, really. More than one. But, well, now, you really are a stranger, aren't you? They don't know who you are. Usually, you see, the voices tell me when someone's coming. That's how I know to hide. Well, aye. On occasion. It's like this, you see. They chatter away. The voices in my head. Not all the time, but a lot of it. Sometimes they're only whispers. Other times, not often, it's like they're standing right next to me. Hard to make out most of the time, but other times, they whisper about places. Hidden, secret places. Sometimes I think they're whispering from such places. Or mayhap I'm there, listening to them. Lord, I shouldn't be telling you this. It could make them angry. I wonder... perhaps if you can find it and open it. Listen, I used to work these mines. The biggest one, the boffins took over when they arrived, started building something inside. Now, what did they call the place? Oh, but yes. Interchange. That were it. And I've heard the voices say that name. I'm sure I have. They closed up the old mine entrance, but I suppose they must have hidden a new one elsewhere. Mayhap the voices are ghosts, trapped inside. Mayhap opening a way to them will make the voices happy. Mayhap they'll leave me alone then. A few months back, people outside the wall sent in a convoy. All soldiers and that. They'd have been heading to the interchange, I'm sure. Didn't get far, of course. They were an ambush. Could hear the screaming a mile away. You'd maybe find some clues if you search through wreckage. I'll mark the spot for you. Oh, don't think they've done so for years now. On account of their people never getting back out again. Now it gets out of here. Whole point of a quarantine, isn't it? I can tell you my story, I suppose. I used to work this mine. No, but your run-of-the-mill slate mine. Until they found summer in one of the workings. Next thing we know, we're up to our necks in white coats and khaki, made to sign the Official Secrets Act. Even though we know now and been told less. Few years later, something goes properly wrong at that factory thing they built across the mere. And now, here I am living in a hole. Nope. All I know is they closed up the mines and started building bunkers everywhere. They reckoned bunkers were secrets too. That you can dig big holes in the ground without everyone and their dog in the neighborhood knowing about it. Well, this tunnel's part of the old cart route. What's left of it, any road. It's like a loop, takes you in and out of Slatton Dale. The Dale's busy with outlaws, so watch yourself if you go that way. Oh, and there's a fenced-off way, goes into the soldiers' territory. Skether Moor, that is. Can't recommend that. Not unless you're keen to get yourself shot or burned to a crisp. Bye. You be careful out there.
defense announcement. Keep your kit in good order. Clean your weapons daily, whether they've been used or not. Remember, a slovenly soldier is a bad soldier, and a bad soldier is a dead soldier. Stay sharp. Stay alive.
Watch your step.
Has returned from anti-banditry operations with 3 heads. Well done, Fox Patrol.
Not sure I like the look of you.
There have been thefts from the food store. This constitutes looting and is punishable by death. If you are empowered to shoot without further orders.
Let's not have any trouble.
guards are reminded that any disciplinary meetings must be reported either on an A27 form before the event or an A27B after the event. Take a special note of subject, severity, and duration.
Keep the peace, civvy. Not sure about you.
Keep it civilized. No troublemaker.
Keep your nose clean.
Reminded that any disciplinary meetings must be reported either on an A27 form
Watch your step.
or an A27B after the event. Make a special note of subject, severity, and duration. Prisoners are reminded that the guards are permitted to use lethal force against escapees. Due to ammunition usage restrictions, this usually means being bayoneted. Ask yourself, dodge justice worth the bayonet in the ribs?
Keep your nose clean.
Behave yourself, Cindy.
Martial discipline. Remain professional at all times.
You! You there! Come here. Who are you then? You don't look like any sort of guard. Well then, my reputation precedes me. Are you here to free me? You'd better be. I might be the only person who can resolve this whole dreadful mess. Good Lord, it's hardly the time for an interview. One question. I will answer one question, and then you must release me. You know that name, do you? Interesting. Get me out of here, and we can discuss it at leisure. Ye gods! That man! He doesn't give up, does he? Look, I don't care what information you take back to him. The man's a narrow-minded fool. He'll never understand this place. I, on the other hand, well, not to boast, but I built it. I'm a far more useful ally to have in this neck of the woods than the captain can ever aspire to. Look, just agree to get me out of this wretched cell, and I'll give you whatever you want. Very well. I had a particular device with me, a signal redirector. The device allows me to remotely alter the polarity of power signals, especially useful for bypassing old security systems. Those buffoons. A very charitable term considering they've accused me of muttering incantations like a fairy tale witch. Those buffoons who confiscated the device thought it was a broken radio. The signal redirector itself is probably being kept in their security office nearby, so have a hunt around. Once you have it, there's an old control room near here that the soldiers have been unable to unlock. Use the device to redirect power to that control room, and you will be able to get inside. From there, you should be able to open the cell doors. I'm sure the cell controls are somewhere nearby. Off you go.
All prisoners